Hello, Coach Gary here again with another episode of Don't Sweat the Technique. And today I'm going to share some tips on how to improve your heel hooks, toe hooks and knee bars. The main points I want to run through are how we can use opposition to make our climbing better. And the key points are going to be looking at vectors, the angles that we pull on the holds, camming, how we can rotate to squeeze holds against each other, and then finally clamping and pincering our body around holds. But first off, vectors. So that's effectively the direction of force that we apply to a hold. Almost always we want to be pulling in at least perpendicular to the best face of the hold and into the wall. The second thing we want to think about with our heels and toes is how pulling on the heel or the toe makes your handhold feel better. So if we have a directional hand, like a side pull, we can pull with the heel or toe in the opposing direction, and that'll let us pull in the best vector for that hold. Here I'm hanging from both my arms. I can't let go of that hand, but I can use the heel to replace that hand because it's pulling against that hold. So same goes for the toe hooks. Pulling me underneath these hand holds, I can let go. So the next tip is about camming, torquing, and using the torque of two bones together to create opposition within a loop. One really useful tip for heel hooking, what I call the 3-stage heel hook. What we want to be doing with our heel hooks is really jamming it in behind holds and then rotating our foot so that it gets blocked by these holds and really it's locked in there. So to do that, first we need to open our hip so that the point of the heel can get deep into the hold. Then rotate the toe up. You can see that the heel can really get in behind. And then last, toe comes down. And then that rotates this part in behind the hold too. It also rolls your knee over so you can shift your weight over the heel without pulling on your arms. We can also cam in this direction and this direction so that the heel gets jammed in there. So anytime we can really lock the heel in place with camming, it becomes more multi-directional and we can pull outwards, up, down, left, right, up. So we want to be thinking about the direction of force that we apply on our heel to the hold. So this slopey hold, it's not going to resist us if we pull up or if we just pull up or down. But if we push into the hold, it can't slip. Same goes for toes. You don't want to be slipping like that. You want to be really trying to pull into the hold. Out, up, down, and then here's the cam. Really jam it down. So it's camming in and up. Same thing applies for the knee bar. We want to be pushing with our gastroc, with our calf, to create more force, closing the toe against the knee. Pushing with my toes, and then pushing with my flag, and trying to push the toe against the knee. Oof. We talked about vectors. Another way we can make the vector on a heel hook or a toe hook better is by clamping it with the opposite foot. So we could do double heel hooks or heel toe or bicycle or toe on the bicycle. And squeezing those two holds together means you get that opposition and three-dimensional force as well. So it can help you put your body where you need it to be, and it makes the sketchy, slippery, slopey toes and heels stick. I can clamp with your opposing heel, toe down here, toe like that.
Yep.
Here, squeeze against each other, and we can do a little twist, but if I flag,
Then I feel like it's
I can go further. So different tools. Cool. So to summarize, we talked about vectors. So really think about the angle that you're applying force to the holds with. Second, camming. Think about how you can torque and twist your foot in order to jam it in so it's more secure. And third, we talked about clamping and bicycling, where you can squeeze your feet together to make them more secure. Thank you very much for joining us again. Please ask some questions, leave some comments. We'd love to see what you guys want to work on. And yeah.